Gone to the electric company. Oh, my lights are shut off. But here go my baby Ab.
Really wasn't in danger of being eliminated. And
say, our side or tell the truth.
Isn't he
Yo,
so
like
cute?
y'all didn't see me.
We
Yeah.
had a date, a group date. They did not show.
Damn.
And in that
for real.
interaction at all.
Never.
Was really them having conversations and then them choosing just to show like
Date.
facially.
Okay. And that's no shade, no fade.
So I think you need to do this, you need to do that. And I'm like, I live my life great. Like, I'm a great.
But it's real quick. So we're doing real quick.
With that scene and everything, of course, there was a lot of stuff that was cut out.
Love that. I love
You're
that.
not communicating with them. So that's when I said that.
Do whatever you want. When you're in the
a lot of things happening.
I need an acting job or something. They gotta give me something for that, right?
Like, go back to high school. I don't have time for these bullshit ass
years
things.
alignment. And then coming on screen.
Yo, do you remember taking this picture and some dude pulls up,
saying my opinion, and then I was like,
she's gonna try to come back and she's gonna be like, I went to therapy.
You never give us. I think you did give us an amount the last time. I spent this.
You can either find a location and go pick up the product.
No, I don't mean like that. I mean like he was just like,
because she did know. Of course, we got.
You hold me down if you like my people and you really and not really,
because we have to look at it like
some stuff could be happening with David and Liz. We was like, oh,
okay. So and
this to me is my favorite cast. Not to offend anybody else, but
like say it's something about her. I can't put my finger. We never thought we do, and we did it, and we made it. And
like we said too, they probably didn't. Well, I don't. Well, okay, I don't.
Well, it was.
All right, guys, and that's only a small part of what the Queen has done over the years. Looking back, God, Lee, I've changed so much. Welcome back to Keep It Real, the Queen of all reality TV and Ready to Love. As you saw there, Lord, that was some crazy days. We have another queen on here, girl. Lauren's in the building. Look, if y'all knew what I was going through to get here, y'all know me. I'm gonna do it a lot. Miss Lauren, welcome back. I am so excited to have you back here again on my platform, Miss Blogger Podcast. And I say this about her because she was call herself this, but honestly, she's doing content. And so when people do content, it's what I call them. And I feel like she's going to be that in the future. She's already making a plan doing her thing. So y'all, please make sure y'all follow your channel. Where YouTube? The name, Miss Lady? I should
Access Lauren.
Why did you add your channel to this? I just thought about that.
How do I do that? Because all my social
no. It should have gave you a way to add where we're going live together. Oh crap, I forgot about that on Restream. Did it give you some kind of option? I don't know how it's behind on your settings where it should give you an option where you could add your channel right now.
No, they didn't give me no options.
Because Erica told me that she's coming before my co-host. She's coming before after the live has started and has added her channel. I don't know how. But she's done it.
I think I see it. Oh, they're gonna make me log in. Is that gonna mess anything up?
Nope. It's just gonna have you. It's gonna be live on your channel. That's all.
Okay.
Oh snap! What happened? Okay, hold on. A little bit of technical difficulty. She come right back. Just hold tight. What's up, Kane? What's going on? Yeah. Hang tight. Not that girl. What's up, that girl? Because I am that girl. You better recognize. While we wait for her to come back, I'm gonna finish playing mine.
Gone to the electric company. Oh, my lights are shut off. But here go my baby Ab.
Really wasn't in danger of being eliminated. And
say, our side or tell the truth.
Isn't he so cute?
Y'all didn't see me. Yeah.
We good?
Yeah, I can hear you. It's a whole process.
What's the thing about it? You'll be live on your channel. That way you won't have to. It'll be automatically live on your channel at the same time as mine.
Oh, really? Oh, is that how you do that?
Mm-hmm. Girl,
I hope I'm doing this right.
Yes, I have so much to teach my sister, little sister. But yes, get into the restream. What it'll do is it'll be live on your platform and on mine at the same time.
I hope I put the right thing in there.
It makes it a little bit easier to have to do the collaboration. So we do it this way, it'll be automatically on your channel without having to even do all that.
This is something went wrong. It's okay.
Okay, well, I'll just do a collab. I'll just hit you with the collab on it like we did before. Yeah. That's fine. All right, y'all. We are talking to the Queen. Chaz is in the building. I see him in the chat. Talking about Miss Lauren. This is her second time coming. Let me tell you something. She said she's gonna come back on, and she did. I love that for me and for her because she's genuine like that. But we talked about the beginning part of it, how you got in, how you got started. There's been a lot going on since we last talked. Like we talked the very, very beginning stages. I'm trying to see where to start from rubbing my forehead. Now, you gave a small teensy wincy hint that there were some things going on with you and the ladies, and you were very classy about it. You didn't go in and say, "Oh, da da da." You was like, the fans and other people kind of was like, "Okay, what's going on?" And things have come out. I mean, been DM today, like, "What's going on with Lauren? What would it mean to her?" Legit was a question I got asked today, and said, "Please ask her this." I want to ask you: you were going in to legit find somebody. What went wrong, in your opinion? And I'm not necessarily blaming the show or anything like that. I'm just talking about the dynamics of trying to date somebody and women that you feel like that weren't there. You know what I'm saying? As far as for you, they wanted you out, like a top show, like I call it. Go ahead.
Yeah. Honestly, I think everything happens so perfectly. I don't like the edit, of course. But like, to me, to leave before I had to choose one of these people after finding out all the things I found out was perfect. Don't put me on the spot and ask me, can I choose one of these guys? Because I'm like, that pressure would have been terrible to have to say no to all of them after everything transpired, right? I think going in with my mind set to really try your hardest, try your best to find a potential love. I didn't even think about like the outside things that could be roadblocks on top of the struggle of trying to get to know people. So I don't know, like when I first met the ladies, I thought everybody was, I'm like, these guys it's like a buffet. What you pick, whoever you pick you picking a good pick. I mean, everybody looked different. They were all beautiful in their own way. They all seemed to be successful. They all, initially, they seemed to be very classy and got it together. And I'm like, this is my type. Even if I don't leave with a guy, I got a bunch of girls that we're about to be hitting the town. That's how I felt when I met these ladies for the first time. The very first, the mixer, is my first impression of Dominique. I would say first negative impression of Dominique. When I met her with everybody else, she just seemed very poised and she seemed confident, like, I'm here to do this. But when we all got up and got to mixing with everybody, and one of the reasons I agreed to do this show was because I thought this was a classier bunch. It was 30 to 50-year-olds looking for love. It's not going to be childish, immature. And I only watched Philly, I think. I only watched one season. So I hadn't watched all the seasons and saw all the drama. And I just thought, this is going to be mature. It's not going to make me look crazy. So back to the mixer. I'm in the mixer. And I didn't realize Dominique had already chosen Bello. But Bello was one of my picks. We're sitting on the couch, kicking it, talking, having a deep conversation. She comes over like, y'all still talking? Are you done? Come on. She grabs his hand. He's looking at me like, and I'm looking at him like, if you got to think about it, just get up and go. I just thought it was so rude. I'm like, okay, I see what time this is. Because there's some times where you are encouraged to go see him, go meet him. But there's a way you can slide in. Excuse me, I'm not trying to interrupt. Can I slide in with you guys? Or it was just I don't know. It was disrespectful. And that was my first real impression of her. And then ever since then, it just kind of went downhill.
Well, your connections, you were really open about it. Not too much in the beginning, but even on your own channel, you were very open about it. What do you think actually happened? Because I feel like you've gotten a lot of negativity, not necessarily from the fans, more or less within the cast. This is what fans are DMing me. I don't get the hate for Lauren. I've gotten that more than once. I don't get the hate for Lauren, even in my live comments. Why do you think that happened? Because I feel like you were genuinely trying to find somebody. You were vetting people. You're a mother. So for you as a mother, it's not the same as another person who's single. It's not shades to anybody, right? But when
Yeah.
you're a mother, it's just different. You move differently by how you pick because you don't know, you don't want anybody around your children. At least most mothers, you hope to do that. You
Yes.
move that way, you could tell. So you move very carefully. How did that input? I'm sorry. How did that change how you move on a show? Because it's a TV show. People are watching, including your kids. Whether it's out there. How did that change how you moved in this dating process? Because I feel like that people give you a lot of hate, and I didn't understand it. So I want to hear your points about that. I'm sorry, your views.
Having children, honestly, my children know me. So I didn't do anything different that I wouldn't normally do. I'm not a super touchy-feely person. I'm not a super hypersexualized person. I'm definitely not about to be slobbing on these guys that I don't know. So there was nothing. The only thing
not slobbing.
I think I got a question from my son is he said, "What do you mean when you asked that man how big was his hand, Mom?" And he knew the answer, and I'm like, shoot. And I was trying to test and see what else he had going on. And I said, I'm like, you know what? Just don't watch the show. That was my 16-year-old, but
oh wow, grown.
Yeah. So he like, don't Ma, chill out. So I think that I moved just in a responsible way. You do have to consider, can I see this guy being my kid's father? Can I see this guy being somebody they can look up to? So I did have those thoughts in the back of my head. And it's funny that you mentioned me being a mom, because there was actually a moment, and this scene got cut, where myself and Ashley went to meet Bello's best friend. And I think this is the second time I had like a negative dig towards me from the ladies because I had children. But she was kind of sitting next to me, and we're there to get to know the actual him through his best friend or ex or whatever. It was an ex-girlfriend. And Ashley's questions were, do you feel like a woman with kids will slow you down? Do you feel like, do you want more kids? Do you want, like, if she just started asking a lot of stuff about kids, do you think that that's a good idea for a woman with kids? And in my mind, I'm like, Ashley, I said, do you have kids? She's like, no. Then it hit me. I'm just sitting here. This stuff is going over my head. Right. She's saying this stuff in an attempt to try to make me look less attractive because I have children. And it's just like that type of stuff is like we're grown. I don't know too many people my age that doesn't have children. Right. But if anything, I've had guys say I prefer to date women with children because we just have a different level of like, I gotta get home and cook. I got responsibilities. I got stuff to lose. I'm not out here just like it really just comes down to preference. But I feel like even like women taking digs like that to try to make you look less attractive. And another thing is like it's not a lot of people that I know that can say I've had 3 children and I look like this. So I would love to see some of these ladies pop out some kids and what they look like after.
Baby, come on through. Period. Hold on, wait a minute. You know me. Oh yeah, of course. Period. So let me ask you this. Speaking of that, were you competition? And I'm not saying this as if you are like, I think I'm better. So I'll preface it before I say that because I don't really get that from you at all. I never have. But what was it? Because if you came out to be, oh, this is Queens, I'm cool with everybody, what's going on, and then what went left? And I'm not trying to stay here to be messy. The question has been posed to me as a blogger: what did Lauren do? I had live comments. People were saying, I don't understand the hate, and it wasn't like. I don't like Lauren. It was like, I don't see what she did. And those are the questions that are being asked. Because of course there's editing. So we're not behind the scenes. I don't know what's happening the whole entire time. None of us are. So what went left? And I say this because it's like, even at the reunion, I'll say this and I said this on my last recap. I felt like there was so many oohs and ahs and yes, girl, when it came to you. And I'm like, why are we in unison for one individual? Please tell me what has happened that I missed, because Chaz, who's a man, Erica, who's a woman, both said too much was going on and we do not understand the correlation. I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing the girl saying, because I'm going to tell you this. When you were trying to tell Dom that time, and she was like, okay, so what? Elaborate, or whatever was happening, that energy, you were just like, I feel like you're trying to say, girl, I am giving you the green light. I'm giving you the sun. I'm giving you the sign. Hello, side chick. You know. So
I'm glad that the viewers are not just, that you can see these things. I think that I didn't do anything to any of these people. And here's my thing. If I did, they all had my phone number. Like, I've called several of them when I thought we had misunderstandings and tried to clear things up and get to the bottom. And all they said was, girl, I ain't got no problem with you. We good, we good. So my thing is, if there was a real solid issue, hasn't anybody tried to call me or try to like get to the bottom of it? That's one red flag where you know it's some bullshit, right? Because they can't call you because you haven't done anything, right? And so the other thing is, and this is not the first time I've had this happen to me. I feel like anytime you're in a space where you are a confident person, you don't need a crowd. I don't need a crew to hype me up. The guys all like me, so they cut all that out, all the great stuff they were saying about Lauren. And she's not leading with sex. They're not getting nothing. How? I don't understand. Well, she's a threat to my connection. Well, let's all sit down and pick our connections, and we gonna make sure that she's not an issue for us to make it to the end. So it's ironic how people are like, oh, Lauren she wasn't genuine and she was just playing a game. When it's like the main people who play in the game, like, are you kidding me? It's so much. It's so hilarious the way that this.
I know it's a lot. You and Dom, because Dom, and I've said this on my channel, I'm very transparent. Me and Dom for the first time, like, very polite, but I felt cold as ice. I said this in my live. I felt like it was very standoffish, a bit, whatever. I said when I got to the venue, Ashante, Darius, Lauren, it was vibes for me. I never hold back when I say, because I met them in person, so I have to be real about what my experience was in person. And I felt like you, Shantae, and Darius lit the whole room up. Mind you, didn't know about nothing going on. You wasn't even, y'all don't even know behind the scenes. Lauren was not happy that she didn't get to spend time with me when I was in Detroit, that she didn't get a chance to have one-on-ones. And that let me know, oh my God, she's legit. She's cool as hell, because she was like, wait a minute, you da-da-da-da. I love that, because that let me know who she was. And I didn't talk publicly about it, but it didn't mean I have to tell you guys, my audience who were watching me, she legit was like, oh my God, I hate you was here. I didn't get a chance to talk, And I love that for me, because it lets me know, okay, she's genuine, and she just literally, what I saw, the sunshine, what I recorded, everything I saw was legit true. I don't understand why it wasn't translated with your crew. So let's go into Vince real quick. Vince, right?
Okay.
So I'm sorry.
Oh Lordy.
Now y'all all heard me say where I feel like that Vince was 5'7" and was doing too much. So for you, I want to understand where this happened with Vince, because I feel like they were putting out editing, in my opinion, and it's not shade to Vince, and probably gonna sound like it, that Vince was this number one catch that all you girls was going crazy over. And I'm just like, I'm not understanding. Again, it sounds bad with the way I'm saying it. Legit. I don't get it. And I'm not saying I don't get it. I'm saying there's attractive or anything like that. But it's like you're sitting there at the reunion looking like, wait a minute. Every time the thing happened with Donna, speak on that, please. Because when Donna made her little statement she made, it did not look good. And I'm like, what are we missing here? Because she's sitting here like, what? Go ahead.
So I went to the, first and foremost, I asked Vince about this a long time. I'm like, the reunion is going to happen. Or what are you going to say? He's, I'm going to speak the truth. Okay, shoot. Long as it's the truth, I'm fine. Of course, did not happen. I felt like Donna's anger was, or whatever she had discussed was it should have been with Vince. Like, up until that point, Vince had been honest with me until the point I met Donna at the coffee shop. I felt like going up there, I had no intention on trying to tear down Donna, tear her down her character, make her look bad. keep in mind, we were never friends. Okay. We were all dating the same people. She knew we had the same connections, all that stuff. She knew she left single. She knew that Vince was dating multiple people. So it wasn't like, oh my God, Vince, I thought we and you were, it was nothing like that. So I didn't like how she came and, you know, she called herself being so calculated. I'm going to create a narrative that Lauren tried to stalk me to my coffee shop to come talk to me woman to woman. Anybody who knows me can vouch. If I want to talk to somebody, I will call you. I will set a coffee date. I will say, can we talk? Can we meet? I never in my life will ever wake up at 7 a.m., grab my laptop, and be at a coffee shop at 8 a.m. trying to come to you as a woman. I also never felt like Donna held that much weight in Vince's life to even feel like I wanted to talk to Donna. I had all the attention I wanted. We did all the things I wanted to do. It never interfered. So why would I ever, and I was never going to end up being in a relationship with him. So it was never that serious to try to go find her. So when I did see her in person though, and she's, hey, I felt inside, oh, dang, this to me, she's in my face. I think we need to have a conversation because I don't think if she knew I was dating Vince, she'd be, hey, girl. Right. That to me felt fake. So I said, let's catch up. And she's like, come on. I said, I think you might want to grab some espresso martinis because that's what my coffee shop has, great espresso martinis.
Right.
And she grabbed us too. She said, oh, it's about to be one of those conversations. Yep. And I told her I dated Vince. She was upset. This is what pissed me off. She went down a laundry list of things that would knock your socks off. And I said, oh my God, you're doing all that. And y'all did this. And he did. And y'all ill. And you're doing what for him? And y'all
not ill.
Looked me in my face and said, I'm in love with him and I ain't going nowhere. I said, you can have him. I'm going to go break up with him today, break it off, and you can have him. Wow. She left that coffee shop. Drove all the way to Dominique's Drive, running in there. I need to talk to you. And told her I was messing with Bello, which was a complete lie. They cut that out the reunion, Dominique. And then I found out he was messing with Lauren. It never happened. They all planned on going out there saying my name. Then she made the whole and my thing is, after all the ammunition you've given me, you came on this stage and totally disrespected me. Like, I know some things, like you said out your mouth to me in my face. And I swear that whole time we was at the room, she never made eye contact with me on that stage. You cannot look me in my face and tell these lies. I couldn't believe she went up there and did that. So that was that situation. I already knew Vince is Vince. My heat towards Vince is my heat towards Vince. My irritation with Donna was for her to sit up there and say, I question your self-love when you literally told me out your mouth. I knew he was dealing with somebody because he been acting so distant lately and I just didn't know it was you. And oh my God, I've only been on 3 dates. You've been on over 5, over 7, he's courting you while I'm over here cooking, cleaning, sleeping with it. Like, you're telling me all this and you're talking to me about self-love. I literally had a girl-to-girl conversation. I said, don't you think you're doing a lot for a man who has not 100% chosen you in real life? And she said, yes. So to go on stage and be like, I question your self-love. Are you kidding me? You question mine. What the fuck? What do you have? Self-hate? You know, that's how I felt. But I know I got to get out here soon. I got my 8 o'clock.
You do.
And I wish it would go longer.
So I have to also ask about you and Dom. Honestly, I'm happy you addressed the whole thing with Donna. The whole thing with you and Dom, what was that about? Because every time you said anything, it was almost like, what'd you say? Elaborate, And I felt like you were trying to tell her something about Bello. Even when y'all was sitting there and you asked Bello, hey, do we have anything? I felt the side chick. Talk to me about that, please.
So real quick. So Dom, I feel like I don't know. Okay, so I know Ashley hyped her up like, oh, Dominique's this person. I don't know her. So she's not in my world. So it's like, I think she has this air about her where she thinks people should think she's like super this important, whatever. So anytime there was situations, even I'm there to talk to Bello's brother, to get to know Bello through his brother. She has questions for me. I just felt like, I'm not here for you, Dominique. I literally told her that 3 times. They didn't show all that. I'm not here to answer your questions. I'm here for them. And I think it just irritates her because she wants attention so bad from me for some reason. I don't know why. And I just don't give it to her. So I think that just really frustrates her. Like she doesn't understand why. And I'm just trying to tell you, girl, this ain't about you. It's never about you. It's legit. I'm over here doing this and you just keep trying to get it. This fake beef she has is weird. You were at our event. I don't know if you saw Lauren, let's take a picture, girl. I ain't got no problem with you. Like it's weirdness. Where was all this heat a year ago? Where was all this heat when we was planning the party? It's weird. I don't know how to explain it. Well, I'm not gonna say now. I did not have an issue with her. My issue is always with the guy. And the reason why I just basically said, Bello, are we a connection? Because I'm not trying to listen to her. Right. Make it clear. Right. For the both of us. And if I'm not, just say that. Just stop telling her one thing, telling me one thing. Keep it a buck for all of us to hear. That's all it was. People are like, you trying to one up Dominique. I don't need to one up Dominique. Life is one up all of these women. Okay. I don't need to. So I just, I don't have a real beef with. I wish she would just forget about me. Because Bello's married. I'm not fighting over a married man.
Look, come on now. God damn. The thing about it with Lauren, she whatever she said to me was real. She was like, I don't have time for this with the Bello, the whole thing with her. Because what did you I don't know if you say it loud. What did you say that day when you asked him that question? He was all mumbling, oh, you're here. And she kind of was going off. I said he was scared of her. What did you say happened?
So that clip, I hate the way they clip up. Somebody don't like me in editing. So Bello and I was having a deep conversation about how I was really telling him, I don't want my baby to be Muslim. I really don't even want a baby. Dominique walks over. I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. Oh my God. And then sits right next to us. He stops talking to me and just gives me this scary look like, and then I'm like, and I literally laughed. I'm like, this is not happening. Are you whispering to me because she's right there? And he's like, man, this is awkward. Like, he's like, man, is she just sitting there like, but then they edited it to make it look like his love came in and he looked over. And I'm like, come on, we all know what happened. He was scared to talk to me. Okay. And that's why I questioned his character. And I said, if you have to sneak and talk to me, I think you have a woman. You have a girlfriend. Do you have a girlfriend, Bello? I'm one of those people that's just very direct. Yeah. No, I don't. I'm like, there's some character flaws happening here because you shouldn't have to sneak on a show that we're single and dating. Right. Mm-hmm. That's how I felt about it.
Well, my last question is this: at the end of the day, you moved on, did your own thing. I felt there was a lot of shade towards. I said this on my own thing from the women. How did you get through that? Because as a woman, feeling like your whole, like a sorority, college, whatever, women coming for you in different ways, right? How did you deal with that? Because I felt like it just. Now, look, I wasn't there. I'm a person, but I wasn't there. But it looked a way like they're coming for you, and you're like, look, I'm just trying to find love. I'm not sure what's going on. What he's telling you. How'd you deal with that? Honestly, it's the internet's crazy. You got your cast coming at you. How'd you deal with that?
My life has prepared me for this. This is nothing new to me. Having all of them at one time in close quarters like that during this process was slightly new, but I am a firm believer that, we are really not battling flesh. We are battling a lot of spirits. And a lot of these women are drunk, never sober, sleeping around. Like I can see right through this stuff. I don't get offended. I see it and I'm like, this ain't even a person I'm dealing with. Like anybody who could be that nasty and disgusting to a stranger, it says more about who you are and how you feel about yourself than me. Because if these ladies were smart, they would have got in with me and we could have made some money. We could have made some real moves instead of them sitting over there on P and the D, trash in the city. That's what we could have been doing.
Wow.
Wow.
So last question. I said before, Darius, that whole thing. I seen stuff on the internet. You and Darius were cool, but nothing more than that. But that's also out there, and I just want you to address that because I'm gonna tell y'all in person. I saw a brother and sister. You go right ahead.
Yeah. So I met Darius years before we got on this show. I was the executive director of the Detroit Fashion Community nonprofit organization. So we threw events every month. Of course, Darius, being the fashion guy he has come to a couple events. We've taken pictures together. I've thanked him for supporting and coming through. That was the extent. I would see him out. How you doing? That's it. If we wanted to date, we've had plenty of opportunities to kick that off. This show didn't magically, just like it didn't magically make Nicole and Ed fall in love, it didn't make me and Darius fall in love. We have been cool. We have gotten to know each other better as friends, just like I've gotten to know Ashante as a friend.
She's awesome.
That's it. And we vibe. He's always positive when I see him. I'm positive vibes only. So we hanging out, we having a ball. It's nothing like that. And I hate that. I know Ashley, I don't know if it's insecurity, jealous, it's something, but to get up there and say my name it's so low down. They know exactly what they're doing. Me and Darius are never been romantic ever.
Wow. I really hate of some of the experiences you went through as far as the women part. I love Ashley, by the way. I can't help it. There's a few of you guys that I just, respect and love. But the injury I got from me, right? But I hate to see the injury that you gave to each other because it just was not a positive thing. Make sure you guys go and follow Miss Lauren. She's about to go live on her actual YouTube channel. Please go follow her. I am about to interview Ashanti, by the way.
Yay!
That's my mood.
That should be good and super positive.
You already know I love Ashanti, but I wanted to make sure that I acknowledge that for me as a blogger, I love you too because the way you guys High Cam Detroit, the Wickham mat I got between you, Ashanti, and Darius, I can't sneeze at it. It was wonderful. A lot of things have happened. Groups are getting shut down. All kinds of stuff is happening right now. So, just a lot of stuff is happening. But you going through it, but you're not going through it, and you handle it very well. It's very classy. So thank you for coming on my platform and talk. I know make sure you go follow her. Tell them again where you can follow you at on YouTube, please.
At Access Lauren. It's just Access Lauren.
I'm going to collaborate on this live with her, so it'll be on her channel and on mine. And this is the second interview that I also enjoy. She's open, transparent. She's a mama. I think mamas kind of have this thing where it's like, I don't know, I easily could talk to her. So I really hate everything that happened. But what are your final thoughts about this full season? Being on a reality TV show for dating. What are your final thoughts?
I don't think it's a good idea if you're really looking to find love. I think the motives are always going to be there, and you may become a victim of editing, and which can be damaging sometimes.
Wow. I've heard that before. So editing is the culprit in this situation. It sounds like anyway. All right, guys. With this being said, Kamisha Reviewed. Make sure you go follow her. She's gonna go live on her channel. She has a co-host. She has her people. Please go over there and follow her. She's creating content, which I always encourage after doing the season of any reality TV show. So I am excited. Thank you, Mama, again for coming on. You have a great evening.
You too.
One thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this, I am the queen of reality TV. Don't get it twisted and don't doubt it. It is what it is.